Hello, teacher. This is my presentation. My topic is the change of the poor population in modern China and the United States. As we know, China and the United States are both big countries in the world. They have the first GDP and the second GDP countries in the world. However, China's per capita GDP is far lower than that of the United States, mainly because of the huge difference in population structures between the two countries. In the past 2 decades, the population of China has increased rapidly, while population of the United States has grown slowly. China has population of 1.4 billion, while the population of the United States is only 400 million. United States is only 400 million, the huge people base. The GPI of China is far than that of the United States. So, as the graph shows, China also has more and more poor people than the United States, and China is growing so fast. Whether the United States is growing very slowly. Through the comparison the United States and China, we found that more poor countries, the low of range education level, the master of science and technology level is low. Not enough professional lead to the wealth gap between China and the United States is more and more big. Rich and more rich. The poor countries in the long term. The formulation of calculation influence economic development. The two countries is more disadvantage in developing country. The main reasons for the imbalances of education, living standing, income, and policies. Less educated countries have lower economic levels and lower production skills, making them less productive and more vulnerable to elimination. As a result, their income is lower than that of the working people in the developed countries, and they can only satisfy their living needs. In developed countries, they can not only satisfy the living standing, but also save money and accumulate their capital. In long term, the living of standing of Chinese people is lower than the America. At the same time, is also related to the government whose import and export policies, financial policies, and taxes will affect the country's economic development. Such developed country graph will lead to the inequality in competition between the two countries, and the developed advantage will be in cleaning the developed country, while developing country will face the problems of the inequality development of and the balance of payments. GNI is the main cause of those problems and former. Faced with those problems and the competitive disadvantage, developing countries need to take initiative to solve those problems. So I think we can solve these problems in three aspects. The first, I think, is the personal. The personnel should have the higher education and production skills. In that way, they can get more job and higher education levels to help them get more and more technology and knowledgeable. In that way, they can get higher income and saving money to accumulate their personal capital to do other things like buying, investment, or others. And the second, I think, is the company. The company should improve their company's productivity. In that way, they have more goods to product and have high quantity. More and more people will consume it. And also, they need to develop the technology. In that way, they can have more advantage in the market. And in the final, I think the most important is the government. The government should give some policy to people and company, and they can export the advantage products, change the production policy, and increase social wealth, and reduce taxes, so on. I think that's are the most important way to improve the development economy for the developing country. And the final, I have some suggestions for the developing country like China, and also it can use for the country like America. In addition, I have a few suggestions. The first one is encouraging citizens to receive higher quality education, develop an air of expenses, and improve their technology of each industries. In that way, people can get higher income. It's the real income for the people. It can improve their living standing. In the second, I think enhance competitive internet. Let's internet rise step up research and development through the technology to continue to replace the optimal market. The third one is the resection the import, export the traffic, building analysis, and share development advances of the analysts. In that way, countries with other countries have lower tax barriers to help export or import. The final one is export souvenir protections and improve inferior protections. In that way, can reduce the cost of the production to help country and company get more profit. In that way, to improve our living standing and higher GNI. Okay, this is all my presentation. Thank you for your watching, teacher.